just for the record, I'm no licensed anything. And I'm just a certified puppy lover. Wish I could wake up every day covered in puppies. But
You are looking on Craigslist to assassinate some puppies, though. I'm Alex Velluto. Besides being a stand-up comedian, I'm a fan of social experiments and lunch. Every few weeks, I post an ad on Craigslist offering a free lunch to whatever random stranger shows up. What could go wrong? Sharing a meal with a stranger can either be a really fun hang or a truly weird experience.
The best explanation of me as a person, I wear dead animals on my butt.
People say there's no such thing as a free lunch. Well, I say pull up a chair and find out. Come hungry, I'm buying. Welcome to Free Lunch. We're back at it again at Wedge Pizza in beautiful Nashville, Tennessee, here with Brandon. He loves to talk and didn't let me get a word in edgewise, but it was still a great time. Well, you're obviously willing to take some risks, though, you know? Yeah.
Absolutely. And Craigslist, it seems to be like a risk highway. You know what I mean? And it's...
Now, there's a little danger there. I love it. It's a little bit... It's still... I'm fascinated in people that still use it. I still use it.
Even if I ain't needing it, I'm gonna get on Craigslist before I'll get on YouTube. You know, it's just check out the free stuff. Or like, of course, I love going into like misconnections and stuff. Like people trying to link up. And
you ever pretended to be one of those people?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like not straight up. Well, yeah, pretty much straight up, like deceptive in my approach. But it was. Now that I'm saying it out loud, it's like, man, you need to calm down on your Craigslist.
No, tell me.
It's got this excitement about it. Like the most memorable ones, there was this lady that was wanting to euthanize her dog. And, you know, I was like, you know, I guess my soft spot. Puppies and babies, that's a wrap. But she was like, yeah, and my husband, you know, he don't want to put it down, so we're kind of behind his back. You know, it's like, and she was like, you know, what do you prefer?
Gonna be a hitman for this dog?
Pretty much. And I guess I didn't read it thoroughly. And she was like, so I'm just glad to know you're, you know, licensed and, you know, veterinarian and something else. You know, she's getting emotional.
And it's like, got a pistol.
What am I doing here? And then I was like, maybe I might get euthanized so I can get out of this situation. But it ended up turning into a friendship I keep to this day. The lady moved up north and she had family up there, daughters in college, but she's got me through some hard times. Like,
that's good.
I just turned to her, I was like, hey, she's been there more than my own blood, you know, and it's appreciated Craigslist, you know, and I don't know.
Killing someone's dog has a way of bringing them close together, you know? The
dog's still alive this day.
Oh, okay. You weren't able to go through with it?
And and we went through the different options, and then, you know, I spilled the beans. I was like, look, this is what it is, you know, really, and she was like, you know, I was just wanting to help you out. I could tell the desperation, and you wanted it done right. You know, I mean, the dog was like 15 years old, so it's family practically, you know, and I know what that feels like. So I ended up talking to her. I was like, well, let's try some home remedy stuff.
So you're into dog home remedies?
Yes.
Let's see. Let's hear about this. Okay. All right.
Here it comes. Okay, so regardless of, I'm just for the record, I'm no licensed anything. I'm just a certified puppy lover. Wish I could wake up every day covered in puppies. But
you are looking on Craigslist to assassinate some puppies, though. I'm glad you didn't go through with it.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd never heard of
it was crazy.
A dog hitman situation.
Man, you really get online, and I'm reaching out. I need somebody to come, you know, murder my pet behind my old man's back because he'll kill somebody if he finds it. You know, it's like, why did I do this?
It's like a movie. Are they still together?
Yeah. They're still doing their thing, and the dog.
Does he know about you?
No.
That you're friends?
No.
Or is it still a secret?
I'm one of the workers when they were renovating their stuff before they moved, right?
Okay.
Because I was going to come in and get the dog. And be like, oh, let the gate open, puppy's gone, but he had a chip. So you can't deactivate the chip unless you go through the vet, and he would get notified. Like, so I'm
your dog has died notification.
So I'm thinking, how am I going to get out of this? As innocent as it sounds, I lost a little bit of sleep over it. You know what I mean? It's now that I think about it, I probably need to come clean to him too. He's a good guy. And like, by the way, you know, I wasn't a worker. There's a big plan to, you was going to murder your dog behind your back. The best place, you know, just for the record, you know.
Yeah, it's a hard conversation to bring up, you know.
But we ended up, I found that a lot. Basically, I looked up, you know, respiratory issues, and it could have been a whole list of things, and without trying to do it without going to the vet, because there are notifications and updates, he's going to be notified. And he had health issues himself, and she didn't want him to have that stress because his health was in pretty bad shape. Long story short, like really long story, a little bit short.
Tell a long story.
Okay, cool. So tried a couple of different things, like you know, lotions, and just nothing was going. So it was like, let's turn to the holistic approach. You know, I'm hearing a lot about that these days. You know, organic, natural, this and that. So I started doing a little research on canines and, you know, how their systems work and how they react to certain things. And so basically what started off easy, I was like, let's just old school. I grew up dirt poor, you know, whenever I got sick or something, mom just throw me in the bath, roll around, you know, go outside, get some sunshine, eat good. You know, you're going to school tomorrow, boy. What are you talking about? So I was like, do it old school. Gave him a little oatmeal calamine lotion bath.
Okay.
Made up some chicken and rice, and he wasn't eating or drinking much of nothing. And, you know, just plain chicken off the bone. You made the rice in the broth, the oatmeal bath on top of that. He looked 10 years younger in like 4 days. But that eventually led me to my own health. Let me start looking at what
Lots
I'm
of
doing.
oatmeal baths and...
Yeah, well, I'm kind of on more of a, all right, so what I'm at now, when I take a bath, if you want to do something where, you know, that isn't as natural as possible, as organic as you can, as far as like your own self-cleansing, but I'll run a bath, get my water in it, and drop about 5 or 6 aspirin in it, let them dissolve, some apple cider vinegar, and straight up a healthy dose of that, and some coconut oil, and when it's in the heat, it all loosens up. It smells fabulous, you know, and that's... I sound kind of like a chick, don't I? I sound like a chick talking about my bath.
No, I like it. I'd never heard of aspirin in a bath before.
But then, you know, aspirin...
I'd dump the whole bottle in there. Have you experimented with that? Only one or two for the whole bath?
I'm the type, I'm going to overindulge eventually. It's just a matter of time. It might be this week now. I consider that.
You said you did drugs, but you're being all conservative on the aspirin in the
I
water.
went from street drugs to a bottle of aspirin. You know what I mean? You feel me? And then...
yeah, they don't have an aspirin rehab. You'd be pretty...
No, I don't know what I'd do. I would...
yeah, you'd be the weak one in the rehab clinic if you're just
I would.
on aspirin.
First of all, you're going in soft already. I can't really put a masculine title on. Let me tell you about this bath I took.
Yeah, we can call it a man bath if you want.
There it is, a man dip.
Yeah,
a man dip. A man soak, you know, like get your calluses out. I had to rehydrate them calluses. But after taking that bath, eating a good meal, and 45 minutes, I mean, sitting there and get as hot as you can get it. You know, and just sit there until it's starting to get cold. But lay back, and in that time, started working on meditation. So, you know, mind, body, and spirit. That's kind of a trinity. I'm kind of into numbers. So 3, you know, me and 3, we're good buddies. I don't know, 3 loves me as much as I love him. But sitting there and meditate, focus on certain things.
I think 3 loves you.
3, I mean,
that's the whole thing with 3.
3 look good on me, I think.
Yeah.
And, you know,
what's the point of 3 if 3 doesn't love
exactly. You know,
yeah.
if it's 3, you're guaranteed a spot.
It's more like a 4 situation.
Yeah, 4 though.
What's the least good number?
The worst number? I don't know. I mean, from my old school religious roots and stuff, I'd probably lean towards 6.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's the infamous.
You know what I mean? And plus
yeah.
it's the F.
That's a dumb question.
Correlated.
Yeah.
It's a F. I've never, you know, F's never been good to me. Any F's I got usually come with, you know, butt whoopings and being grounded and stuff. So I don't F with 6s. You feel me? But as gangster, that's hard to do. Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Wow.
Here we go, dude.
It's a real, I feel like a ninja turtle on this.
You said you believed in a conspiracy, and I need to hear about it, about squirrels.
Yeah.
I need to hear what the truth is about squirrels.
All right. This whole squirrel thing started with when I used to be a roofer, and no matter where we went, what we did, squirrels just made things difficult. You know, on a roof, I realized hiding nuts up in the corners, up against the wall. You got to do the flash and this and that. And then I was like, squirrels are pretty cool. What's up with them? Apparently they store up all this food that they ain't even gonna eat. It's kind of like, it's kind of, it's kind of selfish. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? No, sir. Squirrels don't need to get it together and share a little bit. This ain't, no. They don't have the patent or like any paperwork saying that these are my acorns, all of them. I'm gonna store them up and they're gonna rot if I don't eat them. But y'all ain't getting none. First of all, so that, squirrels, all right.
Squirrel food waste is a big problem.
Second of all, I like dogs, this, all this. I don't care if you call people, what you do. Find me somebody that can give me proof that they've ever run across squirrel poop. Have you ever stepped in squirrel poop or seen some? Or
I haven't.
Come on now. If you're eating and stuff and you got to, like, where do you poo? Like, what are you doing?
What are they doing with those acorns?
All right, exactly. So if that's not the case,
they're not
that makes
digesting them.
Something else. It's
maybe they're building something.
Yeah, and they're slick. I used to hunt back in the day, and I remember I was sitting there, and one of the squirrels made me out. And he was screaming and yelling. I was, if it was squirrel season right now, I'd take him home with me. Yelling, giving up my position and stuff. And looking back now, they're very intelligent.
Yeah.
And
squirrels are sixes for sure.
Oh yeah,
they're out to get you.
Definitely. Like,
yeah,
they're that link between that and the concept of Satan. They're like double six. They're 66.
And Satan's minions, man.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. But on top of that,
and they look
everywhere
so cute.
I live, they're everywhere,
mm-hmm.
and they're cuddly, and they don't. But on top of that,
they got rabies.
Yes, and I feel like they're more out to get us than they are to coexist with us. Because I've had one deep wreck in my life, and that was trying to avoid a squirrel. That's like, it's like, with too many close calls. I don't.
Do you regret not just running it over?
No, I regret having a conscience that is more concerned with making sure a squirrel's going to survive instead of my car and my sanity and my job and just naturally. That's kind of how I base life. My intentions are cool. Everybody knows right from wrong.
That's nice, but you would hope after saving, like going out of your way to help a squirrel out, the word would get out in the squirrel world.
It's like, come on, squirrel.
They're still on your case.
I know you heard about me out in the woods, even in the streets. Like, pick one. Like, what's up? Where do y'all keep y'all's bad times at? What's really going on, squirrel?
I know they're building some kind of acorn bomb or something that they're.
I think there's more than meets the eye with it. Something that's that like physically attractive. Like cuddly looking, like a bunny or a puppy or whatever. I love dogs. They don't like squirrels. You know what I mean?
That's true. And dogs are good barometers of personality. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Dogs don't like me very much, so I don't know what that says about me, but.
And they're not really.
Dogs can tell how a person is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, so their senses are amazing, especially picking up energies and knowing something's good or bad. Like, today I could have went and found some other side work or done something, but it was really crazy and strange, how it's come about. It's like,
well, what's like a unique talent? Maybe we can put it out there that I'll put this on my social media. Yeah. Like something you want to do or something you're talented in. We'll plug it. We'll get you going in that direction.
Okay. I literally have a dream.
What is it?
To take it down that. But it's basically to try to, lead the way of creating the life that my grandfather always told me about. And it's in his journals. He left me basically as a guidelines to say Miss Susie down the block, she's got a leak in her roof. Her husband, she's a widow, this and that. Once that information's out, like churches and stuff used to do, there should be a line of men over there for that opportunity to help somebody out with a selfless act without any return. And I would like to create that barter system, kind of slowly remove your currency and money out of things because if it's what it does to people and do the barter system, pay it forward and create a snowball effect. And then eventually take donations, this and that, people's money or this, that, we get equipment. Everybody has a talent. Some people can paint well. Some people can't out-roof me. I'm the best roofer in Nashville. I'll take any challenges. But that's what I do. You know, that's why I want the roof thing. But I don't like doing the work. You know, why did I make myself good at something that I don't like doing? Like,
So to pay for something, you would say, like,
I'll
to
come
pay
to
for
your
this
roof.
pizza, you'd be like,
Exactly.
I did something good earlier.
Yes.
Maybe give me.
If yeah, I'll come fix this roof for you. But I've heard you make a mean gumbo. People won't look you in the eye anymore out public. And when you see somebody, they used to. I remember when I was a kid, people would vibrate with whatever it was that they were known for, you know, and having a presence. When you show up, you're met with a hug, and you know, and you didn't have to call. You didn't have to. Hey, you Don, I'm coming over. You know, through the blah blah blah. Just show up on them. Man, I'm so glad you're here. Hug this and that. Yeah, I was just doing this.
Oh yeah, you can't even make a phone call anymore, you know?
No.
You gotta like schedule it in advance and like,
Yes.
I gotta text you before I make a phone call. People used to just show up at people's houses. Can you believe that? That's wild.
Dude. You know, that was like, I look forward to just busting.
Call the
in.
police
Like,
if that happened now.
Yeah, get shot, punched in the face. Like,
Yeah.
the world we live in. But now, the worst things, the things that bother me the most in this world, if somebody knocks on the door, my phone rings. Like, I don't know why that's such a thing. Like, I live in a world where my grown man, whole man, but you can punk me out with a phone call. You know what I mean? Put me on my knees, like, ooh, because it's either somebody wanting something or telling you something, doing this, blah, blah. You show up. They made that effort, conscious effort, without asking or getting proven up. They figured, hey, I need to be seen, blah, blah. It's not going to have a negative outcome. It's not.
Everything's going so virtual now that I hope we overcorrect and do more in-person stuff. That's why I like this, because I get to meet people in person. You can't fake this with some AI. Like,
Nope.
we're meeting for the first time.
Off script.
Yep.
Off script. And it's
genuine. Like, computers might take over, but they won't ever be people. I bet you could do it through Craigslist. We just put something like, I'll do a good deed for you.
That's what I was thinking. I had plans of ways to
Stood
approach it.
together.
I need you to give me some brainstorms. Like,
Yeah.
how can we unfold this idea?
I'll be at this location holding the door open. Come on in, walk in without having to open the door.
And we need people. I would like a place or platform where you can send me emails of opportunities. If the opportunities are presented for people to do an anonymous selfless act to change somebody's life, it could be the smallest thing. Like, this old woman's widowed over this, and she just wants somebody to talk to one evening to cook her famous eggplant casserole. You know, it's like, one, you're going to eat that meal cooked with love. That's a thing. Cooked with love, prepare your food right, not microwave, not fast plastic process. Go pick it out of the garden, clean it, appreciate it while you're doing it. Bless it. Or you're almost thinking about it. Like,
I say we do it. Let's follow up with each other. Let's put ads on Craigslist. We'll see what people
turn them
want.
passions over. It's like, oh, I'm gonna go get that money. No, I'm gonna go get that emotion of, you know, and changing somebody's life specifically by doing what I do best and enjoy doing. I don't ever want to work again, ever. Work shouldn't even be a thing. It shouldn't even be a concept. Now, responsibility, I replace work with responsibility, you know, contribution. But I think you're right. Like, that's the only thing that's been kind of keeping me stagnant. I'm getting too comfortable, and I don't like that. I don't like being comfortable. But together, just talking about it today, I already know it's a win. Like, I already know I got to win. I could sleep tonight good. You know what I mean? I'm not losing sleep tonight.
We did something different today for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's why it happens for a reason. Like, something big's going to come of this because of you and that ad and reaching out and going through with it somehow. And how I was able to make it here somehow. I'm horrible with directions, getting called everywhere. But we're here, and it happened.
Well, you got me fired up, man. I say, let's do it together. Do you want to do it together?
Absolutely.
I'll put an ad
That's the
out.
only way to do it.
I'll put an ad out. I'll text you if something pops up. We'll go do a good act together or something, and then we'll get it going.
Yes. And those will reach people. They'll get better ideas.
Yeah.
Resources. If we spread this, I feel good now. Like, just to have somebody kind of understand, comprehend what I'm trying to say. And not only that, but like, get inspiration and want to do something about it. That's the hardest part. Like, I can't wrap my mind around it. It just hit me. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thanks for talking to me, Brandon.
Absolutely.
This has been
That's
so
a wrap.
fun. All right, man.
That is awesome.
Well, thanks so much. Appreciate you.
Anytime.
Let me do this real quick so I can sync it all up. Boom.
That makes it official right there.